Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. I wanted to honor the Indy 500 in Indianapolis, Indiana for the month of May. I grew up across the street from the racetrack, and it is a huge part of my past with so many fun and crazy memories. So I decided to do something stupid and build a home shaped like a race car. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. This was so hard. I looked at a picture of a race car and tried to rebuild it using my online graph paper, and I thought I was going to lose my mind. However, I do think that I managed to do it, sort of, kind of. I mean, it kind of looks like a race car. I mean, it's close enough. Anywho, you'll see me going back and forth, trying to redo the shape and all of that, trying to make it look more like a race car than just a regular car. Once I finished that part, I started to color in where the windows and the tires would be. I don't know why I did that, but I did, because, it doesn't matter. I also decided to go ahead and make it a two-story home, because I didn't think that I was going to have enough room downstairs to have bedrooms as well as all the necessary rooms, like the living room, kitchen, all of that. So once I got that done, I was trying to figure out the layout, like where the living room was going to go, the kitchen, the bathroom, all of that. I managed it pretty well, more or less, but I did go back and forth trying to figure it out because I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what was going to work, but we've all been there. So, the back and forth thing is definitely something that is a necessary thing when you're building, I believe. But once I got the inside somewhat taken care of, I decided to do the roof, which took a minute. There's a lot of different pieces here and there. I did forget to record while I was doing that, so my apologies. Then I started to work on the exterior, trying to figure out what kind of wallpaper, wall coloring, all that. I knew I wanted the columns to stand out a little more, so I was trying to figure that out, but have some complementary kind of siding or something with it. In the end, it worked out, but it took a lot of back and forth again, trying to make something work, because I didn't have anything in mind, so I just kind of winged it, like I usually do. And then I started to work on the windows, trying to figure out what kind of windows were going to work, which ones wouldn't, what colors. I did eventually settle on the brown windows with the black crossbar. I felt like that worked out pretty well. But I kind of felt like there was a lot of windows, maybe too many. If I remember correctly, I went back and forth on the windows for quite a while. I couldn't figure it out. I just felt like something was just off. And figuring what that something wasn't that easy. And then I thought if I put a platform up top, that I could get some freezes in. So I filled up the top with platforms, but that did not quite work as planned. So eventually I just nixed the whole idea and took all the platforms away. I just can't believe that I spent so much time trying to get this platform on there only to end up getting rid of it completely. If I would have thought about it for just a second, I would have just put one platform piece by the little roof gap and then checked to see if the freezes would work. Instead, I did the entire rooftop, but yeah, I didn't do that because I'm a dum-dum. I did find the vines that I was thinking I could use to fill in that little roof gap, so I just placed them there, and I thought I'll just figure it out later. You will see me placing some furniture to make sure that things fit in there properly, what size beds I needed to do, and which one was going to be the master suite with the big bathroom attached, and which one was going to be the hallway bathroom, things like that. So I did go back and forth a little bit on that as well. But then the stupid roof clipped through. I mean, I thought I had the plan figured out, but Sims 4 said, nope, back to the drawing board I went. Sometimes you just got to lay down the furniture to make sure that what you're thinking is actually going to work. And here in a bit, we're going to get into the completed build indoors and outdoors, clutter and all. So make sure you blink, and I'll see you in a second. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to remind you to hit that like button, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down below, hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget that notification bell. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Okie dokie, I am all done. I don't know that this came out exactly the way I wanted it to, but I do kind of like it. I think it's cute. So I couldn't get this fixed here with the way that that's kind of glitching. So I just added some green stuff. I added a trellis and some flowers and kind of tried to make it look okay. I hope I accomplished it. I did the same thing over here and over on this side. Apparently this now started to glitch out, so I just added the same thing, trellis and some greenery. Yay! I'm excited. Let's go inside. Let's see what I did, because I'm excited to show you. So here on the porch, we've got a chess table, of course. You need that. And then over here in the corners, we've got some little plants just kind of hanging out. That's a nice looking car. Okay, anyway. Sorry. So we walk in, and yes, the stairs are right in front of you, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. I did paint the ceilings, so yay me. And since this is a race build, I had to do the checkerboard floor. Oh, God, I did the dumbest thing. I had the living room and the kitchen already completely done, with the exception of clutter. And then I realized, uh-oh, this was supposed to be a race build. You dingus. So I had to go back and redo it. And then I kind of did the checkerboard floor with the wood, and I really liked it. So I left it. I left it just like this. It doesn't have to be black and white checkered, but I figured, checkerboard flag, that's how it should be. Dining room, not very big, but doesn't need to be. And then in the office, the bookcase, the bob plant, we've got black and white photos, or a black and white photo, and some clutter on his desk or her desk. Same floor. I think it looks neat. Left the doors white. The kitchen isn't remarkable, but it is functional, which is what you need more than anything else. You've got all your necessities, your pots, pans, knives, and utensils, as well as spices, and an empty counter so that you can actually cook. Added a few pictures here and there, some curtains here and there. Living room, yes, I did the black and white thing. I have to. It's race. Come on. Embrace the race. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but whatever. Do it anyway. So we come up here upstairs. We've got some lighting, dartboard, some fantasticness going on. This room here is, I guess, a boy's room. I don't know. It's a bedroom. And we've got the microphone, the guitar. They're into music. So I tried to find clutter and wall stuff to go with music, but I couldn't find a lot that I wanted to use. So yeah, the violin and the piano and the drums is about as much as I could get. And then I just added some cool pieces here and there, lots of plants. Teal or turquoise? I always get mixed up. I think it's teal and white. So again, checkerboard carpet, yay. Hee hee. This room came out cute. I like it. And then this room over here, this one came out really neat too. I really like this one. It's very different from what I'm used to doing. It's very monotone, very neutral, but I love it. This lamp is fantastic. And then the sheer curtains, it just kind of works so perfectly well for this sim. The open book, there's not a ton of clutter in here. Like I said, I didn't want to clutter it up too much. The house was already about $80,000 before I even finished cluttering up the downstairs. So I was like, yeah, let's not go too overboard with the cluttering. We go in this one. I love this one. I'm sorry. I love this one. This one came out so cool. I mean, look at it. Look at it. It's black and gold and white, checkerboard floor still. So it is a race build, but I didn't want to overwhelm it with race stuff. Plus there isn't a lot of race stuff that I have, so yeah. And then their bathroom. Very, very pretty. Pretty. I love it. I love this room. I hate it, but I love it so much, if that makes any sense to you. And then the shared bathroom for the two kiddos. So there you go. Yay! I think this house turned out really cool. It's different. Oh gosh, wrong button. It's definitely a very different build for me. Very different build style. Especially trying to make it, race themed. Building a house that's actually a race car is kind of difficult, but I like it. I like it a lot. The living room was fun. Kitchen was difficult, but it worked out. And then we go out back. We've got a swimming pool right in your face as soon as you walk out. Lounge chairs, diving board, all that wonderful stuff. Over here, you've got the bonsai tree, the telescope, the kids swing, or the swing set. And yes, checkerboard. It's got to be checkerboard. It has to be. I mean, I'm sorry. There's just no way around it. It has to be checkerboard. And then I did the stripes on the walls of the pool just to make it fit right. And let's see, over here, you walk around the pool patio basically, and you have a step down into the sunken area. Oh, oops, that's too close to the grill. I have to move that. I'll do that here in a second. But you've got your basketball over there. You've got ping pong, marbles, a playhouse, some plants, and then you step up one and walk out the gate to go to the front if you need to. So yeah, I love how this turned out. It's definitely different, a very, very different. I don't know how many times I can say that, but it's very different from what I'm used to doing. There we go. And I don't want the kiddo that's playing marbles to get hit by somebody who's playing ping pong or basketball. So we're going to move that over just a wee bit. There we go. So there are skill activity items out here as well as inside. It's not a ton, but I believe it is enough and it will get you moving along. So I hope this home brings you some inspiration. If nothing else, I do have the shell of the build uploaded onto the gallery, or I will be uploading it to the gallery. The shell will have hashtag race car shell, and it will just be the shell of the house, of course. But there's also hashtag race car house, Lil Mama and Momma-One. So you can hopefully find that on the gallery. It is 93,000 simoleons. I apologize. I tried to keep that down, but you know, sometimes it is what it is, and you can only do what you can do. In any case, do feel free to download it. Do what you wish with it. If you do try out the shell, let me know. Tag me on Twitter or Blue Sky, or leave a comment down below and let me know that you did it, where to find it on the gallery, and I promise I will go check it out. I'm curious to see what y'all can do with it. So until next time, y'all, have fun.